Scorpio, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading from the 26th going through to the 31st of December. So let's just connect our energies to the universal flow and vibration and open up the portal here and allow your Astroflower to come through. There we go. Hello, Astroflower. Right, so this is going to be a tarot reading as per usual. There's loads of links in the description below if you want to learn a lot more about the Astroflower. There is more videos that are going to be coming out in 2023, loads of things. And we do have a second reading, which is connected to this reading, which is what we call the energy blueprint reading, which is to do with your chakras and your aura, and a message from the universal vibration as it comes through. Let's just see what's going on with the overall energy within you. You've got to pick yourself up. You've got to keep picking yourself up. I wouldn't take your foot off the gas this week. Pick yourself up, 9 of Wands. This is a new cycle. Things should have been turning into your favour. I think where you got to pick it up, I think the boundaries, the healthy boundaries, are your healthy boundaries. It's not necessarily healthy boundaries for the outside world. It's basically sort of saying, don't lapse back into that, Scorpio. Let's just see what's going on lead with your heart. Let's just see what's going on with your karmic mission or message on the relationship side. Yeah, don't look back. Don't look back in anger. I hear you say. Yeah, so there is a case of this. Don't look back in anger. The Emperor card is fantastic. I really do like the Emperor card because it's got all this assurance. You've created this empire, and now that is your dominion, as it were, domain. But here, I almost sort of think, I think it's a case of fronting it. When you're hurting inside, you're hurting inside. And sometimes we can hurt inside and we don't want the rest of the world to see it. And I think you've got that sort of situation going on at the moment. And I would head forward. Own your emotions, I think. Own them. That's what it seems like for you. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence this karmic message, the divine plan, as it were. It's encouraging you to be sociable, really socialise, to fun. I wouldn't stop. Allow your intuition to guide your relationships that are around you, and this is where the fun part comes into it. If it's a sort of vibration that is happy-go-lucky, that sort of thing, and if that inspires you and it feels right for you, I would follow it. And this is where that social aspect comes into it. And the universe is trying to give you those inklings, those ideas within your head or within your whole being in your world around you in order for it to happen. Let's just see what's going on with your guides, how your guides are trying to influence this karmic message. It's all very well affronting it, but, don't kid yourself at the same time. That's what there is an air of caution about fronting it as well. I think they're still trying to create solid connections with other people, and I think that's where the social aspect comes into play. I think this has to do with decisions that you've had to make in the past, and it's coming a little bit up on the surface of kind of going, oh, was that the right decision to make? And you've chosen your path. This is where you got to own it. That's how you got to own it, because you've chosen your path. So I would own it and not go back. And the energy is not going to allow you to go backwards anyway. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. Yeah, they're very encouraging. They're sort of saying, it is what it is. But let's just have fun. That's what we're here for. Let's just at least enjoy our life. Yeah, we all make decisions that we may regret. I don't know of anybody who hasn't. You know, apart from Edith Piaf, of course. Non, je ne regrette rien. Non, ni de bien, ni de mal. So yeah, Edith Piaf is the only one who hasn't regretted a thing. But I think anybody who are honest with themselves realise and know that we have all done things that we may have regretted. But it's recognising that regret. It's recognising when we've and you know, taking that on board. If you don't take it on board, you're going to pay. You're going to pay. You know. So what did I say earlier on about leading with your heart? I think this is how the guides are trying to help you here. To lead with your heart. I've got that Edith Piaf song now running around. I've got Edith Piaf. Dun, 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 dun. That sounded a bit like James Bond, doesn't it? Yeah, so, you know, it's lead with your heart. Lead with your heart. Dance. If I was you, just dance your cares away. I really want to sing. I wish I could sing. Let's just go on to the karmic message here on your financial sort of side. Yeah, take it or leave it, it don't matter sort of scenario. There is a big change that's coming into your life. You should have seen that in your solstice reading, which you can find on our channel, and also the 2023 reading as well. It's tied into the February anomaly, but here is understanding that it's okay. Either way, don't matter, whatever. It doesn't really, this is it. Look how powerful that karmic message is at the moment. Those three, look, you got the Emperor, you got the High Priestess, and now you got the King of Pentacles as well. Financially, I think although it may not be the rosiest looking outcomes at the moment, because it's in the process of changing and things are evolving, I think you're in a very strong position to come out of this in a really good way. So let's just see what how the universe is trying to influence this karmic message. You've got to put out the get back. And it's all very well waiting for the change to happen, but you also have to provoke the future path after the change. So that's what the universe is doing here. They're asking you to engage yourself within your, engage yourself with your hopes and desires, basically, within your life. I think that's what the universe is trying to provoke within you, to actually start opening up of what you want, or where do you want to go, the direction you want to go in. Let's just see how the guys are trying to influence this karmic message. They're tying into this as well. They're stopping things from happening in your life because it's dead and done. It's over with. It's gone. You know, it's time to move on. It may not actually be physically time to move on, but it's time to move on mentally. So you can start preparing your future, as it were. Yeah, marrying, you know, blimey, you've got the Emperor and you've got the Empress and the High Priestess. There's a lot of powerful cards here. The Empress is about, you know, marrying body, mind, and spirit, connecting all the things together. And this is how the guys are trying to help you here. They're trying to connect the Earth and the Moon to the Sun, basically, with a renewal of life. That new direction that is happening. They're trying to give you the heads up on the plans of how it's going to be happening, of what is possible. And that's through your coincidences that are around you. Let's just see how the guide's trying to influence the conversation that is within you. They're really looking for perfection here. And that could be creating a bit of pressure on you. There might be a bit of stress I want it to really, really, really work this time. Maybe you have to put your nose to the grindstone. Coming in from out of the cold, basically, with this new cycle that's happening for you. I'd like to see how that's playing upon your chakras, your third eye chakra and your crown chakra. We'll see that in the next reading, the energy blueprint reading, which will be coming up after this in a separate video. Let's just see what the overall outcome is for you. Open space. It's like driving down a mountain road that's really quite tight, and then you go through a tunnel, and as you go through the tunnel, you come out the other side, and woo, there's a massive valley, and it's really wide, and it's really nice. You've got loads of space. Yeah. It's a call to a mission. It's a call to your mission of what you've got to live in life, I think. And I think you're going to realise that. It's coming out of that tunnel and kind of going, and there it is. So it's really nice. I think a lot of the worry that could be here and around here, I think this is to do with just not knowing. And as you come out of this week, come into the beginning of 2023, I think you're going to realise this is it. I can see my mission now. So, relax sort of scenario. Okay? So really nice sort of reading. Thank you very much for being here, Scorpio. Don't forget, you do have your second reading, which is the energy blueprint reading, which will be coming up straight after this. Welcome back, Scorpio, to your energy blueprint reading. There we go. We're just connecting the energy. Let's just allow the chakra man to sort of come through the energy. And there we go. Welcome. And let's jump straight in here. Let's just see your aura. Yeah, it's top heavy. As I said in the tarot reading, due to certain worries that were coming out in the cards, it seems very mental. I almost feel that it's actually not true, half your worries. It's worries that you're creating for yourself that don't actually exist. And the problem is if you concentrate on those worries, you're going to maybe open the opportunity for them to exist. So I would be just a little bit wary about that. Make sure you get into a little bit of grounding sort of stuff. I would also get into sort of like connecting with people that are around you, socializing. You love doing that. It takes a lot of stress and strain off you, which is really good. It's a case of don't cause yourself to be unwell. You've got to get into other activities a little bit, get out of your head, basically. That's what it seems like. So let's just see what's going on the crown chakra. I think it's more on your relationship side that's giving you a hard time within your crown chakra. So the ideas might sometimes be filled with a little bit of trepidation, of sort of worry about, because as the crown chakra comes up, it's much more drooping on this side than it is on this side. It's a little bit heavier on the relationship side rather than on the financial sort of side. The financial sort of side, it's almost a kind of case of wait and see. There is a few bits of worries and stuff like that, but it makes the overall chakra really quite wide, which is not good, because that needs a lot of energy to do that. And once, it takes a lot of energy to just keep thinking about things. And if you find yourself with, chronic fatigue or, bouts of tiredness, sleepless nights or sleep patterns that are a bit erratic, waking up during the night, sort of like bumping into furniture as well, finding it difficult to walk through crowds, anxiety, shortness of breath, or you're not sure whether the breath, those are all signs that you're too much in your head. And that takes a typical type of meditation, which we go into in the Astroflower books, which is a tea meditation where you finish with a soap bubble, which allows you to regain your rhythm and your synchronicity with your body and with the things that are around you. So I would get into that at the moment. Let's just see what's going on in your third eye. Yeah, your third eye is massive. Although your throat's really quite big, let's just see what's going on. Your sacrum. Sacrum's really small at the moment. And the root is short as well. And that's because it's being pulled a lot on by the crown, because the crown chakra and the root chakra are the same chakra. If you pull on one end, you're going to shorten the other. It's as simple as that. The more that you pull on your crown chakra, the more that you're going to reduce your root chakra. Okay, so I would just be, get into the meditation that puts everything back into balance and harmony. Let's just see what's going on in your heart sort of chakra. It's really full to bursting. Now, there's a lot of emotions in there. And you need activity, you need interaction, you need distraction in order to do that. You need to have a look at your solar plexus. Let's just have a quick look at your solar plexus, because that's going to give us the key of how it's working. That's not working fantastically either. It's a little bit slow, so your passions might be a little bit slow. You're going through the motions, but there's no feeling involved in it. You're going to need to spark those passions a little bit more, I think. And this is what the Nine of Wands was all about, which we were talking in the reading from the tarot reading. Don't go back to where you were, only go forward and learn from what you've done in the past. I think that's really important. I think the passions, also the ego and the desires in life that come out of the sacrum, I think need to be increased. I think you need to start looking for yourself of what you want, of how you want things, the engagements that you need to be in here. I'm going to be hard on you now, Scorpio. Get your stuff together, Let's just tie up the root and the crown, okay? So we can get some sort of, flowing motion or consistency. There we go. Just putting it right down to the root. So it really does sort of bring its central point back towards the connection, which is between the heart and the solar plexus. So then that's going to help free up those emotions in your heart. It's also going to ignite your solar plexus a lot more. There is still a lot of ideas coming through, being channeled in inspiration. I think that's a really good thing. It's almost a distraction for you, so I think that's a good thing. I think it's to do with your work, which we went into on the tarot reading as well. And you'll know what to do from that. in order to use that third eye in a very, very productive way. Okay, let's just have a look now at your aura. That's better. There's still a big opening at the top, so I wouldn't reminisce a lot. I would look forward, basically, at the moment for you. Let's just connect to the energy, the overall energy, the universal energy, and see if there's a message for you from that. There we go. Excellent. Day by day. Day by day. Living day by day in a way. Just take every day as it comes, one day at a time. One day at a time. It'd be really nice. Okay. Don't put too much on your plate. Don't stress yourself. Don't get out your head as well. I think that's also part of it. Okay. Get out your head and get in your body and enjoy. There you go, Scorpio. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for your support. Welcome to the channel. If it's the first time you've been here, please subscribe and click that bell for all notifications for future videos going forward. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.